everybody, it's Paula. Welcome to another webisode of Galui's Mood Food. We're going to show you today, because we're going to be ringing in the new year, and this is how we do it, okay? It's going to be sauerkraut with a pork tenderloin. And we got this recipe from our families. When we were growing up, we lived in a predominantly Italian, German neighborhood. And we got this off of our German friends, or our families did, and they handed it down to us. So this is a New Year's Eve, New Year's Day tradition. And you have to start this like 3 days in advance, which may seem like a long time, but it's very well worth the wait. There's a lot of people out there that don't like kraut, so don't shut the video off or anything. Stay with us and watch it. Because we used to work for restaurants and caterers that would open cans of kraut and barely warm it, and it's god awful. I'm sorry, it's god awful. Gonna get kraut, gonna do it right. We're gonna show you how, and we're gonna walk you all through the process, and it's gonna be a 3-day process for us to show you. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, Galui's Mood Food. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna let you know the ingredients that go into this. Okay, again, we're doing the sauerkraut, and we've got a pork tenderloin here. It's preferable for us. We really like it. It's a 2-pounder. Now you can get this started out as a 4-pound, okay, which is a beautiful thing. You can get a really good deal on them at the meat market. But what you do is, if you get the loin like this, and it is beautiful, that's all I mean, get yourself a 4-pounder, bring it home, cut nice thick chops off onto it, put them in baggies, label and date it, put them in the freezer. There's a whole other meal for later. Okay, so we got 2 pounds of it left right here. Again, do not buy the bagged, the canned kraut. I'm hanging on to the bag. That's what I'm telling you. But get bags or get jars in the refrigerated section. Very, very important. Don't get the cans, because it's going to taste like the can, and it's not good. So we got 2 2-pound bags of kraut. Okay. The other thing is we have 2 cups of a lemon lime soda. Soda pop? Soda. We are going to start out with 3 bottles of beer. Okay? Yep, it's going in. We're going to be adding more along the way. So here's our pork roast. Now I've got my heat up right now, and I've got, make sure you got a lid, because it's going to spatter at you. Alright, now I can see it's getting hot. It's going to sizzle away. You want to brown this on all sides. Very, very key thing. So get yourself a fork, some tongs. Listen to that sizzle. And get that lid on it. You don't have to put it on solid. Let some of the water evaporate there that might come off of it, so that doesn't go back into the pan and then really do a lot of splattering at you. But we're going to keep rotating this. We're going to brown all 4 sides.
One thing on my mind, stay with me through time and touch me deep inside. When I'm feeling incomplete, reminds me much of you I need, and you will be.
Hey everybody, we're back. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at the browning on all sides, and that is a must. Brown it first. Alright, now we're going to put it into our roaster. Now this roaster has been in the family for so long that we don't really know how old it is. It's older than the both of us. Okay? And we're not older than dirt yet. Put the drippings in it. Have your oven preheated to 300 degrees. Get all that good stuff in there. Okay, that's all. Oh yeah, can't lose any of that stuff. Tell you what I'm gonna do though, is just to make sure we don't lose it all, I'm gonna add a little beer. Oh yeah, and about your beer, you want anything but a lager or a cream ale. Basically what you want is a light colored beer, okay? Not a light beer, a light in color. You don't want any lagers, you don't want any cream ales, you don't want any of that other stuff, okay? So this just helps you get the rest of that good stuff out that the pork loin has been browning in. Alright, all done with that pan. Now what we're going to do is I want to let you know that we're going to put in, okay, we're going to go with the kraut. Now these are 2-pound packages of kraut. Again, no cans. No. Bags or jars. Refrigerated section. Okay? So you got 4 pounds of kraut going in with your 2-pound pork loin. Pork roast, pork loin. You can get either. That's fine. We're going to put these both in here. And the reason why we say no cans is because it was what we were told when we were younger, and we actually listened. And the reason why we did is because if you get the cans, they taste like the can, okay? You don't want your meal tasting like a can. So if you get it in the refrigerated section, you get the bags or the jars, either or. Yeah, either or. Either or are good. Let me rinse real quick here. Alright, they're in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our 2 cups of lemon lime. Very crucial here now, okay? Pay attention, class. This is all you need. You don't need any apples. You don't need any apple cider, any apple vinegar, any apple anything. I know people want to put apples in it. It's no, that ruins it, okay? Pour that down over. And that's 2 cups, and that's all you're going to use through this whole thing of your lemon lime soda pop. Now we go for the beer. We're going to start out with 3 beers, okay? We're going to pour them over. And then the thing is, it just gets you and drives you crazy, but you still love it. It takes 3 days to make this. 3 days. And the browner this gets, the better it is. So don't freak out when your kraut starts getting really brown. That's when it's really, really good. And we're going to show you the steps along the way, but it brings in all that flavor. We've known people, again, I won't mention any names, but we've known people that don't know how to make kraut. They think they do. We taught them the right way. Actually, we just took them in what we made. And these were people that were non-believers and didn't like kraut because they were opening a giant industrial can. They were heating it up from one of the places that I used to work at. And it was just god-awful. So we had to make it right and show them what was going on. Not show them, but let them taste what it really, really, truly tastes like and how delicious it is. Now, another thing, very, very important. Do not add any salt along the way. Notice we didn't add it to our pork tenderloin. Do not add it in here. Add lots of black pepper. Pepper away. It's going to be salty enough, okay? So there was 1 beer. Here's 2 beers going in. And again, don't think that your kids can't eat this because the beer is going to cook out of it and you're just going to get that rich beautiful flavor. Okay? And the third beer is a hopping in. And don't think it's too much, because I'll tell you what. Oh yeah, we'll just clean those right there. We're going to end up, as we go on, and it's going to be time-lapsed for you, and it'll be like jumping ahead in the future in a time machine, okay? It's going to take us 3 days to do this, but you're going to see it all in one episode, and it ain't going to be 3 days for you to sit and watch this. So what you want to do at this point in time is you got this gorgeousness right here. If I can tilt this just a little bit, that they can see out there, all our friends. Look at that. Okay, that's going to be 3 days of cooking, folks. But each day, it's going to get better and better and better, and browner and browner and browner. So I'm going to add some pepper right now. I mean, add some pepper. Alright, that shaker thing ain't doing it for me right there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now you can see the pepper that I've added. No salt whatsoever. There's enough salt in that kraut already to carry it. So if you salt it, you're going to be killing it. Alright? We're going to stir this up. Now, if you don't have a ancient roaster or a roaster at all, if you do, great. But what you want to do is make sure you have something deep enough to carry this, because we're going to be adding more beers along the way. And when we get to our, in the future, fast forward type thing, yeah, all crazy. We're going to be adding dogs to this, okay?
Hot dogs, not real dogs.
Hot dogs, yes. Hot dogs, not real dogs. Thank you, Julius. But make sure you got the pepper in there. Pepper just makes it, okay? And you're going to probably be adding at least 2 more beers along the cooking way. So I'm going to put a lid on this. So if you don't have a roaster with a lid, or you don't have a roaster at all, at least make sure your pan is deep enough to carry all this. And get a sheet of foil, put over it, put it on the top rack of your oven, 300 for 5 hours the first day. And while you're at it, enjoy yourself a beautiful can of beer, okay? Julia's come up with this one here. And I'll tell you what, I've been loving my can of beers since he came up with it. So we're going to get this in the oven. Let me grab my lid so you can see we got this here thing that I think this was like on the Titanic or something, and but it still works. You know, it's that new stuff that falls apart on you. It's old, good, sturdy stuff that holds up. So we're gonna get this in the oven, and we'll see you back on the next step. But put it 5 hours in the oven for the first night, and then we're going to fast forward you through time, and we'll show you what it looks like after that, okay? Stay with us. You're watching another episode of Galui's Mood Food, and it is on sauerkraut with a pork tenderloin in here, and we're going to be adding extra goodies. You're going to love it. You are going to love it, I guarantee. Hey everybody, welcome back. Galui's Mood Food. We're on day 3 now. Skipped right ahead like that. Blink of an eye. Blink of an eye. Kraut here is absolutely beautiful. First day in the oven, again with the kraut, the beer, the lemon lime, the tenderloin that's been seared on all 4 sides. We already showed you that, walked you through it. Second day, didn't see that. We added another beer, okay? You might have to add a little bit more beer but you're gonna have to add at least one more. Might need two. Sometimes we need two. That's why we said two. And if it's got a little bit of a bite to it, then you add just a little bit more, little bit more, and keep tasting it as you do it. But a little bit more of the lemon lime soda. This is day 3. This is when the lid's off. This is like the last hour. So first day is like 5 hours of cooking at 300. Second day is 3 hours at 300. And the third day is 3 hours at 300. The last hour of it, you take the lid off because you want this to get really nice and brown, the kraut. And your tenderloin starts looking like this. I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful. That's just a piece of it. It's falling apart. My mouth is watering as we speak. And if you put your dogs in, you submerge them the very last hour of cooking time down into the kraut and the juices. If you want to put kielbasa in it, that's fine. You add that like an hour and a half to 2 hours before, okay, you're finished. But we only do dogs, and we do the pork loin in ours. And you have to have your kraut really, really brown. That's why you take the lid off of it. And this roaster full of goodness is absolutely perfection right now. And it is completely done, okay? We're going to do some mashed potatoes. We're going to show you the finished product in a photo. But you've been watching another webisode of Galui's Mood Food. And this is on our New Year's Day kraut. Takes 3 days to make. It's worth every bit of every day that you have it in there. You can smell it, you can taste it. Again, my mouth is watering. But you want that brown, beautiful look. Check that out right there. Happy New Year, everybody. Bless you and best to you from Galui's Mood Food. Take care. Bye-bye. See you next time.